Well, hello there, everybody. This is the Comedy Thief, and guess what, folks? You're watching.
Funny old guys. That's us.
Yippee! Yippee! I'm really excited today.
I,
Although I did
I'm
take a
sure.
nap earlier, and I was logy. That's my new word for the logy. But anyway, this is Jokeathon. You've been here before. You know that we have attracted millions of viewers all over the internet. But before we get started, I'd like to introduce the famous cold hands surgeon, Dr. Fatpacker. Say hello there, pal.
Well, guten Tag, everybody. Oh, nice that you have met us today. You're gonna laugh so much. We got funny stuff today, I'm telling you.
And below me is homeless Charlie. Is that a blanket or a hoodie?
It's a hoodie. It's a hoodie.
Hootie.
Yeah, I got it. I got it down at
The hoodie store.
the hoodie store. No, I don't buy from there, but I get from like the Salvation Army.
Well, thank God you didn't say Houthis. That's not a that's not a good thing, you know that. So anyway, so let's tell some jokes, guys.
Oh yeah, jawohl. That would be very good. I
Yes,
can I've got some these are called one-liners. One-liners. So
yes.
I've got three of these. So it says, you know, you might love your life, but I think it just wants to be friends.
Oh,
When I was a boss one time, I always tell the new hires, don't think of me as your boss. Think of me as a friend who can fire you.
yes, and hurt you. And the third
And
one,
finally, always remember, you're just as unique as everyone else.
ah,
You're you.
I got
Okay,
a
fine.
delayed reaction, see, because I'm home. Anyway, homeless Charlie, tell us a joke.
Well, recently I got a part-time job,
Yeah.
and
Oh,
yeah, and it was nice. And I told my boss that three companies were after me, and I needed a raise to stay on at my job. And so, well, we haggled for a few minutes, but he gave me a 5% raise.
Wow.
oh.
Yeah. And then when I was leaving his office, he said, by the way, he said, which companies are after you? And I responded, well, the gas, electric, and cable company.
Oh, hey. Oh. Okay, are you guys ready?
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
jawohl, go.
Here we go.
Why don't oysters donate to charity? Because they're shellfish.
Oh,
Shellfish.
how bad was that one, folks?
Well, okay, that was pretty bad. Yeah, well, I got one, though that's worse. No, but I'm saving it for a better time. So late one evening, this man pulled into this little town only to find that every hotel room was taken. Huh. When he finally got to the last hotel, he pleaded to the manager, you've got to have a room somewhere or just a bed. I don't care where. Well, I do have a double room with one guy, and he might be glad to split the cost. But to tell you the truth, he snores so loudly that people in adjoining rooms have complained in the past. So I'm not sure it'd be worth it for you. The tired man said, well, no problem, I'll take it. So next morning, the guy came down to breakfast, bright eyed and bushy tailed. When the manager says, well, how did you sleep? And he goes, never better. He says, oh, no problem with the other man snoring then. He goes, nope, I shut him up in no time. And the manager goes, well, how did you manage that? He says, well, he was already in bed snoring away when I came into the room. When I went over, gave him a kiss on the cheek and said, good night, beautiful. After that, he sat up all night watching me.
That was brilliant. Perfect.
Yeah, I thought.
Homeless Charlie.
Well, here's a good question for you. Why does a chicken coop only have two doors?
Uh,
Oh, 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 oh.
we know the
Yeah,
answer, but
why?
we're gonna say we have no idea.
Oh, yeah,
Well,
why?
because if it had four, it'd be a chicken sedan.
No. Oh. Well, I had discussed this briefly before we went on air, as they say. Uh, you guys both know although maybe you don't. Actually, doctor was a little. Anyway, on TV commercials, almost every TV commercial, all the women that they put into the commercial all have small boobs. Did you ever notice?
Oh, that I haven't really
Oh,
thought about that. Hmm.
They do. And so, anyway, I'm an advocate and a supporter of women with not monster boobs, but bigger boobs, right? So I did some research. Uh, I found an organization called the Bigger Boob Bureau, and I'm going to report ABC, NBC, CBS, and all of those major ad companies and get the women's boobs at their own desire a little bit bigger. I'm done.
Oh, yeah, you are.
The Bigger Boob Bureau. It's a kind of
There you go. There's
a
a
under the
full
radar
colonel.
organization. Go ahead.
There's a full colonel flying a transport airport into Greenland. They've made a layover and they were almost ready to leave, but the only thing left is for someone to come and pump shit out of the onboard toilet. Yeah.
Feces.
1 hour passes and the colonel is angry. He goes, 2 hours pass and he's furious. 3 hours go by and he's almost out of his mind with anger. Finally, an E1, that's the lowest enlisted rank, he shows up and half-heartedly goes about taking care of the toilet, you know? The colonel walks up ready to tear into the airman, who just raises his hand and says, "Sir, I'm an E1 in Greenland whose job is pumping out toilets. Just what it is you think you can do to punish me."
Oh,
The colonel walked away.
indeed. Homeless Charlie.
oh, this is a simple one. What's a potato's favorite form of transportation?
Potato.
I have
What?
no
I
idea.
don't know that one. Was ist
Uh,
los?
the gravy train.
Oh!
A gravy train, of course. Well, anyway.
Uh,
Last weekend I was out of town and I stayed at, it was a Holiday Express or something like that.
Okay.
I went out for dinner. I came back and I said to the guy at the desk, I said, I forgot. He says, could you tell me what room I'm in, young feller? And he looked at me and he said, sir, this is the lobby. Oh, there's one more. Here, where is it? Okay. Oh, Cowboy goes online and he gets a McDonald's girl on there and he said, I'd like to order a whiskey, please. And she goes, sir, this is McDonald's. He says, oh, he says, my mistake. I'll have a McWhiskey. Thank you. Ba-ba-ba.
Whiskey.
Go ahead.
Well, this Irishman was attending a beer convention in the United States, and he's there representing Guinness and gets to talking with a couple of salesmen from neighborhood booths. They decide to go out for a drink afterwards. At the bar, the Coors representative orders a cold Coors from the Rocky Mountains.
Aha.
The second gentleman orders a Budweiser, the king of beers. The Irishman orders a Coke. And the others turn to him in surprise, says, aren't you having a Guinness? And he goes, no, if you aren't having a beer, I don't think I should either.
Oh,
Yeah. One for the Irishman, jawohl.
Well, there you go. Homeless Charlie, tell us a joke.
well, there's a situation in the classroom one day, and the teacher says to her students, anyone who thinks that he's stupid may stand up.
Oh,
And nobody stands up.
Ah,
And then the teacher says, I'm sure there are some stupid students over here. So little Johnny, he stands up.
oh.
And the teacher says, oh, Johnny, you think you're stupid? And Johnny says, no, I just feel bad that you're standing alone.
oh, and Johnny failed. Well, anyway, we're done. We ran out of time, but we're not done because
Oh,
we have a point of conversation that we're going to discuss just between the three of us. Right, fellas?
jawohl.
Go for it.
Well, we were talking about some guns and that earlier on, and I mean, the audience didn't hear us, but we were talking offline here. Uh, how about this? You heard that there's a gun confiscation finally going into effect when the police are going door to door
To take away our guns?
to take away your gun. Now, your home is next. What do you do? How about that?
Wow.
What do you do, homeless Charlie?
Well, I
Ay, ay, ay.
tell you the truth from past experience.
Oh,
First of all, I don't own a home, used to, but if I did, I would sneak out of the house and I'd go ahead of the police and warn all my neighbors and tell them to hide their guns.
oh,
That's,
think about that's a very good
that's
idea.
very good. It's not funny, but it's very
Yeah,
good
there you
response.
are. How about you, comedy thief? What would you do?
That was hilarious. I would do, well, first thing I'd do is I'd blast the cop with my squirt gun. Okay? I'd offer the squirt gun, and of course he would refuse it. All right. So
Yeah.
I would get out my what the hell is it? Oh, it's a little gun that you uses pellets. But I couldn't find real pellets, so I used rabbit pellets,
oh.
and I'd get them right in the face, and I'd run like hell out the same back door that Charlie went through.
Oh my goodness.
What would you
Well,
do?
I would do almost the same thing as homeless Charlie did, except instead of going ahead and warning people, I would take my guns and go back to the places where they already been and have them hold them for me.
Well, there you go. We're all going to jail.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah.
Well, anyway, folks, we're done. We're out of here. We want to thank you very much. Oh, wait a minute. I always forget. We invite a very famous individual, a celebrity, to be on our very next Funny Old Guys video. We do. So, who should we invite to be on our very next Funny Old Guys video?
Val, I don't know if you've heard of her, but she's a very good actress when she was in the movie Dune and all of those movies. When she was also in the Spider-Man movie, and that was the actress Zendaya. You ever heard of her, homeless Charlie?
No, never. No, I don't go to the movies.
Oh, that's right.
You can't afford to.
No.
No. Well, anyways, I'm sure she's available. I mean, she's not doing too much these days. Oh, she's in the next Spider-Man movie. Sorry, brand new day.
Charlie, I'm very happy that you don't know who Zendaya is.
Yeah.
I thought Zendaya had something to do with monks. You know? Anyway, Zendaya, whoever you are, I bet she's beautiful. You're going to be on our very next Funny Old Guys video, so you have to check in at funnyoldguys@gmail.com. And if you don't Zendaya, I can't wait to meet her. You're going to end up in the trash bin. So this is the Comedy Thief reminding you that we steal pretty much everything you heard and saw today and pass it along to Dr. Fatpacker for his goodbye and his farewell.
Oh, Auf Wiedersehen, everybody. Say, listen, I would like everybody to write in to funnyoldguys@gmail.com
Yes?
and say whether you actually ever heard of Zendaya or not. I want to see how many people there actually is. Maybe both of them have heard it. But if you would do us a favor, go down to the bottom and subscribe. That would be very nice, and we'd appreciate it. And send us an email. They'll send you one of these fancy-dancy business cards with a YouTube address on it. And you could have lots of fun and laugh a lot then, because there's a lot of stuff there.
And Homeless Charlie, say goodbye and farewell to all the boys and girls in Videoland.
Goodbye and farewell to all the boys and girls in Videoland.
He's got that one-handed thing down good.
Okay. Everybody wave goodbye. Everybody wave goodbye. Everybody wave goodbye. We will see you all down the